Our pumpkin is inside, and our first step is going to be to cut straight down the middle. If you're having problems with this, you can use a hand towel on one side to help stabilize it. I had no problems with just a knife and placing one hand firmly on the other side there and cutting straight down. Once you have it cut most of the way down, you can always crack it in half like what I'm doing here. That way you don't have to make sure that they match up at the bottom. Now that you have it cracked in half, we're going to start the fun part. Get out a spoon and try to get out all those guts as quickly as you can. The kids had a great time with this, but they were not strong enough to use the side of the spoon to scrape out the guts, so it was mostly just them moving it around. You do need to press fairly firmly to get it all the way out to get them nice and clean. Don't forget to save those seeds for later on. Now that we have our pumpkins all cleaned up, we're going to put them into the oven. I wanted to do all of mine at the same time, so I did 2 of them that are half pumpkins, and then the rest of them I cut into slices to fit into the bottom of my oven. You're going to bake this at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes. Don't forget that you can add water to the bottom of your pans to prevent it from sticking. It will be pretty steamy in there though, like you can see here, all the steam coming out. And to make sure that they are done, you can just take a fork, and once it pierces the skin, you are good to go, and you can bring them out. Once they have cooled off, you're going to start taking the flesh out with a spoon or your hands and put it into a blender. Once the blender is full, you can go ahead and blend it up until it's nice and smooth into a puree, and continue with the rest of your pumpkins. I like to drain the excess water out, so I put it in a colander, and then I just sit it over top for about 10 to 30 minutes. And I'll show you later how I store my pumpkin puree. Did you know that a lot of farms and conservation areas accept pumpkins to feed to their livestock? Make sure that you call ahead before dropping them off. You don't want to show up and just have them completely overwhelmed with pumpkins, so just make sure that you call. If you're on a Facebook community group or a mom's group for your area, you can ask on there too, are there any farmers that take pumpkins locally? Maybe someone has a ravine area that they like to feed deer. You can ask on there just to see if anyone's willing to take them so you don't have to throw them in the composter. If you have a ravine or a gully, you can cut them into quarters and leave them, but make sure that they're far enough away from your house that you're not attracting rodents or anything else. You can also make really cute little bird feeders out of them if you're interested. You can cut them in half the opposite way that we did at the beginning there, and then you hollow them out and you can fill them up with all of your regular bird seed. And then you put 4 skewers on either side and hang them with a string onto whatever trees you have close by. So I put my pumpkin into the oven to make the pumpkin puree, and during that time I'm going to start separating all of the seeds from the gross guts. I thought that the kids would enjoy this part, but they didn't, and I wasn't going to miss out on the roasted pumpkin seeds, so I did all of the work myself. So this takes a bit of time, but again, the pumpkin's in the oven right now. So once you have them all separated, you're going to put them into a colander, or you can just rinse them out as well, picking out all of the gross stuff. This part takes a decent amount of time because those pumpkin guts will hide in there very well. So rinse, pick out, repeat. Once they're all cleaned off, you're going to put them in a bowl of cold water for about 30 minutes. At about the 20-minute mark, you can start boiling some water, drain the seeds from the cold water, and then dump them into the boiling water. We're going to add about a tablespoon of salt and stir it around. And then we're going to let them boil for about 10 minutes. At the 10-minute mark, you're going to take them out and drain them, pat them dry, and then you're going to toss them in olive oil, coconut oil, whatever oil you want. They'll all taste different based on the oil. Then you're going to spread them out. I probably should have used 2 pans, but I didn't, so it took a little bit longer to cook. So spread them out, season them with whatever you want to season them with, put them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes, and make sure that you're checking them every 10 minutes, so start moving them around at the 10-minute mark. Once you see that they're a nice golden brown, they're ready to go and you can take them out to cool off. I paid $1 each for those pumpkins at the beginning, and this is everything that it made. So I have these ones here that are freezer bags, and they each have 2 cups of pumpkin puree in there for later on. These bowls and those 2 jars there are both pumpkin butters, 2 different kinds. The one in the jug is some extra pumpkin that I'm going to make more pumpkin butter with and put some away for recipes. And then all of those beautiful pumpkin seeds. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what you do with your pumpkins after Halloween.